This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
Good morning, greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist, number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure? Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it's a renewing system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, or help a loved one get off their meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we're here for you. We welcome your calls at 855-660-4261. That's 855-660-4261. Try to call in early so we can get to as many calls as possible at 855-660-4261. If you have questions about the longevity products or formulations or ingredients, skin care, we can help you. 855-660-4261. Of course, if you have a success story, we love hearing those. Or if you just want to contribute to the conversation, 855-660-4261 is our number on The Bright Side. I want to remind everybody to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com. We update it regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. And also want to remind you, if you're in the Austin, Texas area, I'll be doing a talk for the Logos Radio Network, a fundraiser for the Logos Radio Network. They do such a great job over there. Deb Stevens and her husband Jerry. There's going to be door prizes and giveaways. We're going to be at the Houston-Tillotson University King Seabrook Chapel. And that's at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6:30 p.m. And we'll be able to answer all your questions about health and nutrition, as well as get into some stuff that we don't get a chance to talk about here on The Bright Side. That's this Friday, July 25th, Houston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas, in the King Seabrook Chapel. 7 p.m. The doors open at 6:30 p.m. We'll go to probably about 9 or so, 9:30. They want us out by 10:30, I believe. So we're going to start right at 7 p.m. or pretty close to 7 p.m. And that's this Friday, July 25th. Okay, so we are talking about wound healing, basically. For the last few days we've been talking about it, all as it regards protein, and specifically arginine, and tangentially other amino acids as well. This is all based on the fact that protein means nitrogen, nitrogen means work. I'm probably talking a little bit too much about nitrogen, but from a chemistry perspective, from a biochemistry perspective, I just can't help it. It's so important. Nitrogen is explosive, as in nitroglycerin, or TNT, trinitrotoluene. Nitrogen's relationship to plants and nitrogen bacteria, which essentially convert gaseous nitrogen that makes up the vast majority of the stuff we breathe called air. This relationship between nitrogen in the air and nitrogen-fixing bacteria has been exploited by farmers for centuries. We can't make plants without nitrogen. You can't grow plants without nitrogen. Nitrogen basically means life. Our air is mostly nitrogen. We basically breathe in nitrogen. There's a small amount of oxygen and a few other things, but nearly 80% of the air we breathe is nitrogen. It's inert nitrogen. It's not doing anything, and only bacteria in huge factories can convert inert air nitrogen into usable nitrogen. Nonetheless, nitrogen means growth. Nitrogen means repair. Nitrogen means work. Nitrogen is the workhorse of the body. It represents horsepower, and wound healing requires horsepower. Wound healing requires nitrogen. And from a practical standpoint, nitrogen gets into the body only one way, and that's via dietary protein. And everything's going to have, or most foods are going to have a little bit of protein, most natural foods that is going to have a little bit of protein and some amino acids. So everything you eat is going to get you a little bit of protein, but if you're interested in wound healing, if you've got wounds that won't heal, slow-healing wounds, you may have an issue with protein intake in terms of protein density, getting enough protein or even protein absorption. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have any wounds, so this isn't really relevant to me, you might want to consider something. A wound, and most especially a wound that heals slowly or sometimes not at all, can be thought of as representative of what happens inside the body when we're dealing with any kind of degenerative health issue. And remember, 80% of our health dollars, 80% of our health challenges in this country are really degenerative health challenges, degenerative diseases. That means some kind of health challenge or health issue that doesn't heal. The body's a healing system. The body's a renewing system. We say this every day at the beginning of the program. The body's a healing and regenerating and renewing system, but sometimes something goes awry with this healing and regenerating system. And that's what we mean when we say degenerative disease. As opposed to regeneration, we have degeneration. Degeneration means something's not healing, something's not renewing, something's not recovering. And almost all the things that we deal with, aside from acute trauma, getting hit by a bus, or maybe infections, are really related to some kind of breakdown or disruption in the renewing process, in the healing process. So basically, degenerative diseases on the inside are akin to wounding on the outside, or wounding that's not healing, a wound that's slow to heal on the outside. In other words, a wound that's slow to heal on the outside, or that doesn't heal on the outside, is the skin's version of what happens to the bone when we have osteoporosis, or what happens to the brain when we have Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease, or what happens to the kidney or the liver when those organs are starting to break down and degenerate. Those are like wounds on the inside, or slow-healing wounds on the inside, or non-healing wounds on the inside. And scarring on the skin is similar to fibrosis or fibroids inside the body. Fibrosis and fibroids are the extrusion or the production of fibers too abundantly in the uterus, for example. When you have uterine fibroids, or fibrosis can really occur anywhere inside the body. If it happens on the skin, you call it a keloid, or you call it a scar. It's all basically the same thing. If there's one major principle, if there's one idea that I try to get across here on this program every single day, is that the body breaks down generically. The medical model, the ignorant medical model, and I mean ignorant with a capital I, the ignorant medical model will tell you, oh, you got to go to the bone, and you got to go to the brain, and you got to go to the pancreas, and you got to go to the thyroid, and you got to go to the liver, and you got to go here and there, thither and thither, and if that's how you say it, I'm not sure how you say it. You got to go to and fro, everywhere. Look here, look there. Just like in the Bible it says, if anybody tells you, look here, look there, you tell them, no, the kingdom of heaven is within. And it's the same idea. If your doctor tells you, we got to fix this, and we got to fix that, and you got to take a drug for this organ, and you got to have a surgical procedure for that structure, you say, no. Let's look within. Let's see what's going on. The one thing that's happening inside the body, and you will always, 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 always find cells that are not doing their business in a normal fashion. And it doesn't matter whether it's in the bone or in the pancreas or the brain or anywhere else. It's cells not doing their business. Cells not doing their business secondary to starvation, suffocation, toxification, leading to inflammation, producing more suffocation, starvation, toxification, leading to more inflammation, leading to more suffocation, toxification, and starvation. And it's the same with wounds. On the outside of the body, the formation of wounds and scarring can be an unattractive reminder of a traumatic experience. But inside the body, the formation of scar tissue after some kind of wounding or damage may not be unattractive, you can't see it, but it can be a major cause of organ failure. In fact, most organ failure that occurs after long-term degenerative disease, wounding inside the body, has at least some element of scar tissue associated with it. Cells are not doing their business. Cells are producing too much fibers. Cells are trying to adjust for some kind of long-term chronic wounding by producing fibers to protect an area that the cells perceive as being vulnerable. Degenerative disease itself is basically a type of slow-healing or non-healing wound, and ultimately the scar tissue that shows up after this type of long-term degeneration, long-term internal wounding, is a major, major, major health issue and a cause of much health distress. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Got lines open for you at 855-660-4261. We're coming back with more good health information right after this. Don't go away.
Ted Anderson telling you about Jordan Rubin's Beyond Organic Green-Fed Raw Cheddar Artesian Cheese featuring whole milk created through ancient dairy breeding, unpasteurized, untreated whole milk on the same farm the cows graze, containing natural sources of omega-3s, CLA protein, calcium, probiotics, and enzymes. I have never tasted cheese this good, and you need to try it. Contact your Longevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237. Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are GCN.
Hi, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben, and we're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 On our archive page at brightsideben.com, you'll find a shopping cart with all the longevity products, including my personal favorites, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Z-Radical, and now Jordan Rubin's Beyond Organic products, the Amasai. I love the Amasai. Swear V, great for fasting. The probiotic-rich cheese, you'll find all of it on brightsideben.com. You also find a Join the Team link that you can click on if you want to start a longevity business and earn yourself some thank you checks. Help me in my mission to educate the world about how important a nutritional supplement